What's going on, my dudes? Onestep here today, showing you the difference that you need to know between Hitscan and Projectile. And a lot of new players, a lot of casuals might not know what they mean and or what the pros and cons are for each one. So subscribe here for more Marvel Rivals content and let's get into it. Not to waste your time, I'll make it quick and simple for you. Hitscan is a type of what you might think is a projectile, but it just means instant. Hitscan equals instant. So to showcase this, Hela is a Hitscan character, and I don't want to hear in the comments, she definitely is. As I show examples throughout this video, I will prove to you that she is. So her standard projectile, the Night Sword Thorn, this is a very instant type of what you might think again is a projectile, but as soon as you click your trigger, the opponent gets hit wherever your reticle is pointing at. A projectile has travel time between you and wherever you're aiming at, and usually has bullet drop. Not everyone, but they usually do. With Hela, there's a couple things to prove this. There is no travel time at all, and there is no bullet drop off. I'm aiming at my opponent's head right here from what, 50, 60 meters out, and not only is instant, but boom, there's the headshot. There is no drop off for this headshot. That is what a Hitscan move is. Her daggers that she throws, that's a projectile. There is travel time it takes for the projectile to go from me to where I'm pointing at. Like, look, I'm aiming when they finally hit. That is travel time. To further prove my point, there's another way you can test for Hitscan, because again, Hitscan does mean instant. If there's a moving opponent, you have to account for two things: your typical bullet drop off, and you usually have to aim ahead of your opponent so that way they walk into it because of that travel time. For Hitscan, there's none of that. You just pull the trigger, you shoot the instant you want to, and the opponent will take the damage because there's no projectile travel time. Let's go ahead and prove it. Ready? And I just shot when my opponent walked inside of my reticle. I didn't account for them walking. I did not shoot like ahead of them. I just waited and bam, and instantly I'm gonna shoot now. Just another example of what a Hitscan looks like and what it means. Now for a projectile, Nimmin is a really good example of a projectile character. There's standard projectile drop off when you throw it, and there's travel time. So first and foremost, I have to aim a little bit above my opponent right here, and then when I throw my projectile, that's where I'll get the headshot. But only because I took into account the drop off. There's also, as you saw, the travel time. So I'm gonna throw it, and there's the hit. And boom, that was definitely not instant. And when you're aiming at moving opponents, you have to account for them moving and shoot ahead of them like this, and then you get the hit. Like, I'm not shooting where my opponent's at, I'm shooting where I think they're gonna be. They're pretty far away, so they're gonna be like right there. So I plan for the drop off and the travel time. That's a projectile. So you might be thinking, oh, okay, so if that's the case, Hitscan must be just way easier and better. And, you know, most of the time you might be correct. The projectiles do have their pros, because again, you can plan for that travel time. So if you're really good at reading your opponents, like, okay, they're gonna turn that corner in a minute, I'm gonna plan for that. This can be really good because your opponent thinks they're gonna get out of the way, and you're planning for that. So you're like, nope, no, you're not. So there is pros and cons to both. A lot of people prefer projectiles. A lot of people prefer Hitscan. It's just how you want to play. That's just another thing that you want to find for a character that fits your play style. And again, there's a lot of confusion regarding those terms, so I came out here today to hopefully clear it up for you. But yeah, Hitscan, instant; projectile, not instant, and usually has drop off. If you learned something today, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe here for more content, take it one step at a time, and go ahead and click into these videos next for more Marvel Rivals news, guides, reactions, and more.